Hi, it's Mario Toneguzzi with It's Your Business on MegaPixx Media. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Hello and welcome to It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi on MegaPixx Media. Joining me today is Randy Ambrosie, who is the Commissioner of the Canadian Football League. Thanks for joining us today, Randy.
Great to be with you, Mario.
Well, let me just start by asking you, Randy, what your thoughts and feelings are these days with, I think a lot of people kind of are not happy with the fact that the CFL is not going on this year, sort of a staple of Canadian culture for decades.
Yeah, Mario, it's obviously a feeling of disappointment and sadness. I keep getting calendar reminders every week for all the games that are going to be played, and they pop up in my calendar on Thursday mornings and Friday mornings and Saturday mornings, and it only serves to exacerbate my feelings of sadness that I'm not taking in some great CFL football.
When did it really hit you? I know for me, it hit me on Labor Day that, oh man, you know what? No Stampede or Eskimo game to go to anymore. Was there a moment that it really struck you that, we don't have a season?
Mario, probably more for me a series of moments. Certainly Labor Day. I played in Labor Day games my entire career, so I was that was a big part of my life. So yeah, Labor Day for sure. But just a whole bunch of moments that I again, my calendar would have a note of something that was supposed to happen, or I was supposed to be in a city on a particular day, and those all have served as little reminders that that we weren't able to get onto the field this year, and as I said earlier, just proving to exacerbate the feeling of disappointment and sadness.
Yeah. Tell me, from your perspective, what it means to this country not to have the Canadian Football League this season.
Well, certainly what I think it means. I think, as you said, there are a lot of fans that are really missing it, disappointment. We're not just sports. We're part of Canadian culture. So I think there is a feeling of loss. But Mario, the optimist in me says, then on the other side of this, it'll just make the coming back that much sweeter. And which is why all of our efforts now have to focus on 2021 and making sure we're doing everything we can to be ready to play football next year and taking this league to new heights of success, because otherwise we'll have wasted this opportunity for a little bit of a reset. And frankly, on behalf of the governors and the presidents, I don't think we're going to let that happen.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about that, what is happening right now behind the scenes in terms of preparing for hopefully the 2021 season?
Yeah, Mario, we've put in place a number of high priority work streams, projects, if you will, that are all designed to, focus on, how do we get back onto the field next year? How do we strengthen our business model? Let's take a look at our expense model and make sure that we're being as efficient as we possibly can be. We were even talking about governance. How do we make sure that the entire ecosystem of our league is better and stronger when we come back? So, to the infinite credit of our governors, Mario, they've been focused on, okay, so we've had a setback, but like we learn in the game of football, in fact, if you learn anything in football, is from time to time you're going to get knocked down, and you have to get back up. And I think that's been the tone and the message from the governors. Okay, we've had a setback due to nothing that we've done, but now it's an opportunity to get back up and come out of this better and stronger for the future.
Now, when you look back over the past 6 months, especially in the initial stages of the pandemic, in your wildest dreams, did you ever think you would be sitting at where you're sitting at today without a league in action?
Yeah, the truth is, Mario, we just honestly didn't know. I think if we all go back to those early days in March when the world was closing down for all of us, and whether you were in the football business or the restaurant business or or whatever industry you were in, we were all watching the world change right before our very eyes. And of course, I think there were, I don't know about you, Mario, but for me, it was like, okay, so this is happening. We're at some point we're gonna maybe get to training camp in May. So but we didn't know what we didn't know in that moment. So I can't honestly say that I thought it would roll out this way. But again, I think we were just filled with questions at the time.
Speaking of questions, as a fan, a longtime fan for 60 years, grew up in Ottawa, the good old Russ Jackson days and Ottawa Rough Riders and all that stuff. It's in my blood. So I'm curious on a couple of things. The players themselves right now, what is their status contractually and legally? Like, are they still bound to their teams, or are they free to go elsewhere?
Well, we made a very conscious decision in collaboration with the Players Association to give the players a chance to opt out of their contracts if they had another opportunity to go play football somewhere else. And for the most part, that was one scenario, and that was the NFL. And the feeling amongst our teams and certainly our player relation committee was that was the fair thing to do. Is if the players had a chance to go play, let's let them go play football and make a living. But the vast majority of our players are still under contract. The vast majority of our players are looking forward to the 2021 season. And, Mario, in some respects, I just feel that much more committed to making sure we do everything possible to be on the field next year. Because, these young men have a relatively short career. The average career is 3 seasons. And you just don't want to see them lose the opportunity to play this great game. So, I think, as I say, the vast majority of our players are under contract and looking forward to a 2021 season.
Okay. The other question I had was regarding, obviously, university football is not in action as well. How does that impact your 2021 season, whether it's the draft this coming spring, or is there going to be a draft? And what about I guess the hunt for talent for teams? If a lot of these players aren't playing at university, how's that going to work out for the CFL teams and scouting talent?
Yeah, well, again, Mario, you're asking all the right questions because the truth is, this is what we're investigating. We're also at a good portion of, Canadian college football is shut down, but a good portion of U.S. college football is shut down right now as well. And so the answer to your question is we don't have all the answers, and we're kind of in a wait and see mode. We know, for example, that some of the U.S. colleges are thinking of playing a winter or spring season. So Mario, we're in a whole different world right now, and grocery shopping is different. Going to walking outside your home or walking into a building is different, and football is different. So we're going to have to learn as we go, and maybe this is going to make us all more adaptable. We'll learn a new skill set. We'll learn how to move and adjust on the fly. But the honest answer is we don't know. But we've got a bunch of really good people that are investigating these issues, and I'm confident we'll come up with good answers.
Now, when you look across the league, across all the teams, are there any in particular franchises and cities that are more vulnerable right now and at risk simply because we don't have a season?
Well, Mario, this is why, if anything, the time we have right now is to really work on our businesses and really work on the business plans for each of our franchises and look at new strategies for improving the trajectory. We often talk, and we're not shy about talking about it. We have to improve the businesses in our 3 major cities in Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver. And there's a great amount of work being done today on those 3 markets and the other 6 markets as well. But that is exactly what is being done today, is looking at every team, every business. How do we get stronger? How do we attract new fans? How do we, looking at new revenue streams? This COVID virus has done, if it's done anything, it's reminded us that sometimes when things change, you have to be able to change more quickly, or you have to have a more diverse revenue model. And boy, we sure learned that. We've sure learned that in a hurry.
Yeah. One last thing, Randy, if you had a final message for Canadian Football League fans, what would it be?
Well, I would just tell them that hope springs eternal, and that our game is important. It's not just football. It's about what it means to the country. It's a part of our history. A bunch of crazy Calgarians got on a train with a horse in 1948 and changed Canada. They literally changed Canada because the Grey Cup Festival and Grey Cup Sunday has been such an important part of what makes us Canadians. And while we may be a hockey playing country, the CFL is incredibly important to who we are. And so I'd say to all of them, I can't wait to get back on the field in 21 and spend some time in the stadium saying hello again and reminding each other about just how special this game really is.
So no doubts in your mind, absolutely, that the league will continue.
Oh, we're going to be back, and we're going to be better and stronger, and having learned a thing or two. And again, football teaches us when you get knocked down, you got to get back up.
Yeah, you bet. All right, thanks, Randy, for joining us today.
Mario, a real pleasure. Best wishes to you, and stay healthy and safe. And we'll see you in 2021.
Okay, thank you. That was Randy Ambrosie, who is the Commissioner of the Canadian Football League. This has been It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi. Thanks for joining us today. Hi, thanks for watching today's episode of It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi on MegaPixx Media. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode.